I'm Corbin Burnson, and welcome to Wild Survival. As a camp counselor leads his group of adventurous kids on a wilderness trek, a hungry mountain lion violently snatches one of the hikers. Suddenly, the 16-year-old counselor finds himself in a fierce battle with an enraged cat over one of his littlest campers. Missoula, Montana exudes the quiet charm of a vibrant town tucked away in a mountain valley. Its tree-covered rolling hills form a natural mountain lion habitat. And like so many areas in the American West, humans are increasingly encroaching on this territory. Bob Wiesner is a state wildlife specialist.
Just about everywhere that you would turn in the Missoula area, western Montana, is mountain lion country.
Inevitably, the number of encounters between humans and mountain lions is on the rise. A skilled predator, the lion carefully picks out his target.
They're going to select a prey that's smaller if they can, and because they're going to be more successful, the prey's going to be less experienced at fighting them off and getting away.
On a bright July day in 1998, Dan Swallow's life would soon be turned upside down. He concentrates on work as his youngest son, Dante, is at summer camp on nearby Marshall Mountain.
I can honestly say it never even crossed my mind that Dante would be going to summer camp and being attacked by a mountain lion.
16-year-old Aaron Hall is a junior counselor at the camp.
Today, we're gonna go on a hike to the top of the mountain. You guys wanna do that?
Yeah.
That sounds awesome, yeah.
An adventurous 6-year-old, Dante is new to Aaron's troop.
All the other counselors would always talk about how he's such a cute kid and just a huge amount of energy and love to be outside.
The hikers hit the trail, with Aaron leading, and another counselor bookending the trekkers. They have no idea they are being stalked from the bushes. As the campers trot up the Montana mountainside, Aaron checks that everyone is keeping up.
All right, let's all group up for just a second and make sure everybody's with us.
Then Aaron makes a pivotal decision.
Hey, Deborah, do you want to switch places and I'll take the back if you take the front?
Sure.
All right. I started at the front, and for some reason, I had slowed my pace down and went to the rear of the line to help with the younger kids.
Intrigued by the scenery, young Dante lags behind.
That's a yellow.
Suddenly, Dante cries out in surprise.
Look, a mountain lion.
Horrified, Aaron sees the mountain lion ambush little Dante.
Well, the cat was near 100 pounds and Dante was about 38 pounds. And a cat is pure muscle. They're built for speed and a lot of strength. And so Dante didn't have any chance defending himself against the cat.
Wild Survival will continue. Summer hike in the Montana wilderness, camp counselor Aaron Hall sees one of his young campers in the grip of an aggressive mountain lion. With the cat's jaws around Dante's neck, Aaron has only a few seconds to react.
At first I thought it was a yellow lab. That's what it looked like, just a dog playing with a kid. And then a cat looked up at me and our eyes met, and that's when I knew it wasn't a yellow lab, it was a mountain lion. Deborah, get the kids! There's a mountain lion! Group them together!
The lion sinks its razor-sharp teeth into Dante's tiny neck and drags its helpless victim toward the woods. Aaron sprints to Dante, who's gone limp in the jaws of his attacker.
In a split second, I started my assault on the cat, which began with kicking dirt and rocks from the road at it into its face, which did nothing. It just upset the cat. Get away! Get away! Get away! Oh, get away! Get away from here!
Fueled by a powerful mix of rage and adrenaline, Aaron lashes out at the lion.
I was the most upset and angry I'd ever been in my life because this was one of my kids.
The mountain lion drops Dante and directs his fury toward Aaron.
You know how a house cat will sit on its haunches and wag its tail right before it pounces? That's what the cat was doing to me, staring straight at me.
Fearing he will become the animal's next victim, Aaron becomes the aggressor.
I just ran straight at the cat, full force, and chased it through the woods.
The lion retreats, but Dante lies in shock, bleeding heavily from the neck.
Dante, are you all right, buddy? Are you all right? Oh, man. All right. I knew there was major veins and arteries that run through that area, so I was very concerned with, you know, massive blood hemorrhaging and blood loss.
Miles from medical help, Aaron cradles the 6-year-old and takes off down the Montana mountainside.
I looked back for a split second, and here came a truck down the service road. It was Jim, the Marshall Mountain maintenance manager.
What's up? What's going on?
Dante was attacked by a mountain lion.
Get him in the car. Get him in the car.
All right.
Anybody else down there?
Yeah, all his kids and the other counselors down there.
Okay, I'm gonna get him. You take the truck. I'll see you at the hospital.
Okay, all right. Dante, you're gonna be all right.
We need an ambulance down here, Marshall Mountain.
You're gonna be okay, Dante, all right? You're gonna be all right. We're almost there.
16-year-old Aaron has only recently received his driver's license.
I'd had driven on mountain roads before in a manual pickup, but never on an automatic. So I just shot from the hip and got it going and put it in gear and headed down the mountain.
At his office across town, Dante's father, Dan Swallow, receives a terrifying phone call from the town's rescue unit.
The voice on the other line had said, "Your son's been mauled by a mountain lion. Where should we take him?" Community Medical Center? Okay, I'll meet you there in 15 minutes. Okay, bye.
Dan races to the emergency room and waits for his critically injured son to arrive. As the EMTs wheel in Dante, Dan whispers words of encouragement to his son.
We're gonna fix you right up. It's not gonna get that bad. We'll take care of it. You're looking good. I was getting a read from the doctors that this is a very serious puncture wound to his neck. But I think once they got the bleeding under control, I knew he was gonna be okay.
Dante had a deep puncture wound the size of a pinky finger across his neck. The gash came within 1/4 of an inch of his jugular vein. He has little memory of his ordeal on the mountain.
I remember hearing a scratching noise and just turning around and seeing it. My heart just pumped about 15 times faster than usual. Then it pounced and I went into shock. Really scared on the drive down because he had just gotten his driver's license and he was going about 100 miles an hour.
All right, keep talking to me. Don't fall asleep, all right? You're gonna be okay.
Today, Dante has a healthy outlook on his animal encounter.
I think that mountain lion was hungry and I was easy bait.
And words of praise for Aaron.
I think he's a nice, well brought up, smart guy.
As for Aaron, the accident has impacted his life's mission.
I ended up getting my EMT basic for my senior project my senior year in high school, and I have now continued on to the nursing program at Montana State in Bozeman.
There are a lot of 16-year-old kids who would just run away, but to know that he had the knowledge to do what he did and the courage to do what he did, it makes me feel great about Aaron and will always have a special place in our heart.
Today, Dante has a slight scar on his neck and a solid friendship with Aaron Hall as reminders of his harrowing experience. People seldom get more than a brief glimpse of the elusive mountain lion, but here's some tips to keep you safe if you're ever exploring in their territory. Always hike in a group and stay near each other. Mountain lions look for prey they can single out and easily overpower. Carry a walking stick to use as a weapon. The big cats are likely to give up if they have to fight their victim. and never turn your back on a mountain lion. That's his invitation to pounce.